Today I'm going to share a story related to how a lady changed her marriage by using Qi Men Dun Jia. So this particular couple and this lady who has approached me has told me that she has some problem with the potential husband. So they are supposed to get married, but apparently due to the temper of this guy who is always angry, who is always full of himself, who is always not loving her at all. And she was having this kind of challenges with him. And of course, she loves him a lot. But apparently, what happened is that sometimes this guy is very loving, sometimes this guy is, having a lot of issues. And then the lady approached me and asked me, what can she do? So after reading the situation of the guy in terms of the chart of the guy, I realized that there are certain patterns, certain things that is always happening to the guy. And I explained to the lady that this kind of patterns and how this is happening and why this is happening and to anticipate when is it going to happen. So after the lady understand the whole equation and she start to use certain leverages in terms of techniques, in terms of strategies, and learn how to communicate with the guy in terms of, communicating, in terms of loving, in terms of when he is down, then the lady will move out of his zone and keep quiet. And in the event when the guy is ready, then she will come back to him and then she's able to communicate with him very openly. So it's a matter of doing certain things at a certain time and strategizing the whole process in terms of communicating. And then after that, they are supposed to not get married. But of course, they are aiming to get married. But because of the situation she is hesitating whether she wants to get married. And after explaining to her that this is the situation and how the equation works, and she realized that she's able to communicate with him much better. And she realized that the guy actually loves her a lot. It's just that the way he communicates is very, very difficult. Then weeks goes by, they decided to go to the registry of marriage and sign the papers and eventually got married happily after that. That was about a few years ago. And apparently after years later, the lady came back to me and told me that their marriage is very wonderful because she's able to communicate with him at the right time, at the right frequency. So of course, end of the day, she may be a bit tired. She may have to make a lot of effort. But if both parties are able to understand, that would be best. But if one party is able to make things work, so be it. And eventually, it's a matter of what is the whole relationship about. Whether they are able to maintain good relationship. As long as one party is able to do good, the whole relationship should be better. So you see, the art and science of this Qi Men Dun Jia can decipher a person's character very in-depth, very detailed, and we also know the timing of what is going to happen to this person, how they're going to react in certain way. So it's just that a lot of people don't know what is this Qi Men Dun Jia about. They have this mystery. They thought that it's something very superstitious, but actually it's not. When we learned it, I was also believed that it is a very superstitious thing last time. But when I opened myself up to look into this Qi Men Dun Jia, my jaws dropped. It changed my life for the better. And then from there, I used this technique, used these strategies, or I call it use this art and science to help a lot of people along the way throughout these few years. And then I use this knowledge and share with people who are open enough to use this as a form of base, as a form of tool to help them, their families, their children's, and their relatives, and so on and so forth. It is so powerful is that when you know how to use it, it becomes a very interesting tool. The question is whether a person use it correctly, you see. So that's the sharing of the lady who has made a difference using Qi Men Dun Jia. Thank you for watching this video.